No hearings. There are no hearings.
Let's open the meeting.
All set.
Okay. We opening?
Yeah, Charlie, open the meeting.
No, you open.
Doing the pledge of allegiance, right?
No,
You gotta poke him.
all set.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay,
Have been for a couple of minutes now.
okay. I move that we accept the minutes from the September meeting.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Michael took longer than anticipated. Time in hearing, so this is continued. No new hearings, public input, correspondence, Bill Finette will report on a recent site visit requested by DEP at 1162 Green Street. I forgot the name of the fellow from DEP, but it was not,
They've asked for continuance,
oh,
Okay, we're up here, Bill, we're up here.
Mr. Solis. Is
yeah, we
he's
did
here.
that.
No, we didn't, not yet.
They've flagged the wetlands, but they haven't prepared a revised plan
Right,
for submission to the commission.
okay. So
Okay, so I'll move that we continue the hearing until November.
November,
9.
I believe it's the 9th.
November 9th, okay.
No new hearings.
No, Bill, we need a second.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm having a little problem with some kidney stones.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the 9th.
All right.
What's that property behind us?
Huh?
Continue to next month.
Okay.
They flagged the wetlands that our consultant found, the extra wetlands, but they haven't had time to put them on a revised plan.
Okay. I kinda figured something was up when I didn't see Jeff tonight. He was here last month, if you remember. That's when
You'll have to excuse me, had a bad cold, my ears are plugged.
Sorry.
I'm
No,
deaf anyway, makes it even worse.
no, Jeff, he wasn't here when I
He
didn't see him.
emailed for a continuance.
Okay. That's it for
And that's
us.
That's
gonna
it.
be November 9th?
Yeah, November
This is
9th.
the third continuation.
Continue till then.
All right,
November 9th.
November 9th.
Yeah.
Got that.
Okay. All right. That's it.
All right.
Have a good night, folks.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Right.
November 9th.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thanks, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
Okay, Greg, have a good night.
I don't remember the guy's name, but it wasn't McCooch, it was, I don't remember his name.
Okay, well, we'll just say the DEP representative, agent. Okay, so what
Was
was,
two of them. But only one guy showed up, and it wasn't the guy that we
I
usually
think
deal
the
with.
problem is, they don't have a full-time consultant anymore. The guy is now full-time employed by the town of Westport as a conservation agent. The fellow who used to work for them. He was late in getting into the field to review the wetlands that Marty listed, and they haven't been able to prepare a plan. They didn't get into it until mid-September. I guess she found quite a bit more that they missed. A lot of those drainage trenches that were there, I think they just tried to slip them by. But it's gonna make a big difference in how, in what they have to work with.
Yeah.
Most of them are intermittent streams now. They tagged them into the big pond, When the pond fills, it runs and runs and runs. They have well-defined banks. They just spread the dirt when they dug the trenches right on the sides.
Oh, yeah.
And there are no new hearings.
Okay, Bill started to tell us about the DEP agent on William Street.
Yeah, that's
My
the,
ears are blocked, so.
that's the resident, that residence is Carl Stonestrom. The residence,
Carl Stonestrom.
1162 William Street.
1162, yeah.
That's Carl Stonestrom's residence. He's the one that he wants to put a fire lane on his property. And he went down, everywhere he went where he thought it was wet, he backed up and took a left and kept going, and then it was wet, so he took another left. DEP went down there and they inspected the whole thing. He didn't intrude very much on any wetland at all. What DEP suggested was that he
He
filed an
definitely was in a buffer
RDA.
zone, though.
Huh?
He was definitely in a buffer zone.
Oh, no question about that, yeah. But the DEP suggested that he file an RDA and get somebody down there to flag it, so he knows where he should be and where he shouldn't be.
So that's the extent of it.
That's the extent of it,
Well, I told Carl that was coming, but I wasn't sure.
yeah.
I stopped after work.
Oh, did you? You looked at the place?
Well, I took a ride around there. I actually went during the day and looked at it.
Okay,
And I called DEP because they had called the town hall and they called me. I looked at it, and there was no doubt that they started to go into a wetland area, then they curved off, but it was in a buffer zone. I told, what's that wetland guy's name? He met with
From
you.
DEP? From DEP?
Yeah. The same fellow was, did the inspection for, man, I'm gonna have to get a goddamn CNI dog, hearing aid, a memory jogger.
if mine would fit, I'd give you one, but they won't fit.
Well, we're in the same age class, so I can forgive you.
Okay.
But anyway, McCooch, Gary, I called him and told him that I had ridden around in the golf cart with the owner, and they did start to intrude on the wetland, but they're in a buffer zone. And they follow the buffer zone around, and the area where the neighbor is complaining about is strictly upland, there's no question about it.
Yeah.
But if you read his letter that he sent to all the abutters, you'd think that Carl had committed murder and tried to hide the bodies all around the, he made a hell of a path around there. I mean,
Well, that was an existing path, Carl told me.
They went around
And he
with
cleaned
a-
it up.
with a front load, with a loader, and just tipped trees over, smoothed it out, kept going all the way around. I mean, they can have nature trail pass through there with a big crowd now and not have to worry about stumbling all over each other.
His,
The width of a cat.
yeah, his wife runs a
But the next door neighbor raised hell.
preschool thing there.
If he's a lawyer, did you read the English in that?
Bill, can I see that?
If he's a lawyer, I wouldn't hire him.
haven't.
Man, oh man.
I've read enough.
He does, well, a few cuss words, dropped a couple of F-bombs.
You got another one there?
He might have cleaned this one up. Bulldog, I can see it. I called the police, he ordered him his job, he kept, I said,
This lawyer
Yeah,
is
he
representing, who is this for a
the
lawyer?
neighbor is the lawyer.
He's in a butter,
Oh, I see.
And a lawyer, yeah, according to him. But the letter he sent to Carl is a spitting image of that, except it's got a little bit more touchy words.
No, I don't need to read anything from a lawyer that's complaining about somebody doing work on his own
Because he had
property.
told me that on the phone, that the very least that we should require them to do is to have them file an RDA, delineate the wetlands, so that there's no more incursions ever again. So, but I doubt that Carl's gonna have a front loader go by and rip out all the vegetation again. It's already done.
It's done.
And he's got several years' supply of firewood just waiting to dry up.
Yeah. I'll get a couple of names for him. if you can supply some names and phone numbers of people he could call to flag it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I gotta read this whole thing. I'm gonna make a copy of that because
Huh?
that, I don't know where Tatton's water supply comes in there.
Oh, he's crazy. The guy said, no, we living in Dayton.
Okay, I gotta read that whole letter.
When did that area there feed Assawamsett over in East Taunton?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's feeding the town water supply, that's over in Assawamsett. I figured it might be Somerset or Dayton.
That's why I wanna read the whole letter. It's, what I read was quite unusual,
Yeah,
to say the best.
all right.
Okay, all right, so we will expect an RDA to be coming in from the Stronstroms.
Right.
Well, you want to talk to him, or you want me to stop and talk to him again? I told him that's probably what's coming, but I wasn't sure what they would decide when they made the actual site visit.
No, well, this is what
Yeah.
DEP suggested. So I'll just call him and tell him he's gotta file an RDA, and I'll give him a couple of people, names and phone numbers,
No, let him look for his own. If we start you start giving out people's, he's a contractor, he has to know people. If you start offering him people, then, and if there's a
Jim,
problem, then he's
I will
gonna.
take your advice, and I won't be nice to anybody for the rest of the week.
No, but sometimes, if you start offering and then there's a problem, then they'll say, well, he's the one that you suggested, and you can't blame me.
I think I can take that.
Okay. Okay, am I on next then?
Yes,
Are we
you
all
are.
set with that?
Yeah.
Okay. The CPC just hired a part-time clerk to help them with their filing and bookkeeping and all that, note-taking. And I look at Charlie as doing a tremendous amount of work, well over and above what he should be doing. And I know there's some remuneration, but still, he's working a full-time job, and this here, it's gotta be highly burdensome, and
Freaking squeaky bastard. Time for new hearing aids. My
And,
own got run over by a truck.
and what caught my attention was the person who was hired, the resume from the person who was hired by CPC, which has conservation from Lakeville background as a clerk. And this person might be able to do us good.
Where is it?
Well, I'm looking for it, I got it right here. Okay, here it is, right here. And there's one section there, this is my copy from CPC, but,
Wanna hire that guy for a lawyer, Jim?
I want to make a copy so I can
You can
take
have
it
it.
home and, okay.
You can have
Because
that.
I want to read the whole thing, because I got a chuckle out of the first paragraph.
You'll get a lot more chuckles. too.
And, I mean, we have file cabinets that
You wanna read
we
it?
need a tremendous
I
amount
read
of,
it, but we'll have Mr.
of
Souza
maybe
read it.
reorganization.
Cabinets that we have full to the rim.
Full to the rim, we
got a
need
third
some
in there that's
restocking.
waiting to-
And I throw this out, if we have someone with experience and, wants to come to the meetings and maybe even take notes, so that in case your hearing aids go out again, it would, it would be of great benefit, I think, to the commission. So I throw that out to see if you people are think it's worthy to do that, and if so, I guess it would have to be a posting for to hire someone. I mean, we have an account where we do have some money, and again, I
We
would,
have a lot less now that I'm getting paid.
well,
That's the problem.
yeah, well, I don't even know what's in the account, but,
But I'm sure the town accountant is going to question the fact that we need a clerk when you've already appropriated $5,000 for the guy that you got doing the job.
Okay, well,
So
that's
there might
why,
have to
that's
be
why,
some accommodation.
that's why I'm bringing it up for discussion. I mean, you know, I don't know, other, you know, we talk about sometimes trying to find something in the office down here, and it's pretty close to impossible. It's, I don't know, that's what I'm throwing out anyway for discussion. Should we entertain such a thought as to,
What would you pay a clerk like this? What kind of a salary for a part-time job would you offer a clerk like this?
I think it's determined by the union in the town. I'd have to ask the CPC president or chairman.
All right, why don't you do that, and we'll see if we can afford it.
Okay, and so this is something that we might want to pursue then, and I use the word might, but we'll see what the cost might be. If we were to do something like they're doing maximum of 8 hours a month. This is the way they wrote it up, 8 hours a month for the job. And here's their posting right here. Has a total of up to 8 hours monthly for clerical work. And, you know, to have someone come in and whether they would sit in our meetings and take minutes. That's not, this is it right here.
No, I was looking for that resume again.
Oh, here's the resume. You know, and here's the one that just deals with this
I know,
one here.
all right.
Okay.
I'm just
But-
looking to see if this was a child or... Well, we gotta discuss it a lot more than...
No, I realize that, but, you know, it's a start. Okay, so what I'll do then is I will see what
Yeah, get as much information as you
remuneration
can.
is. Okay. Then we'll maybe take it up next month and throw it around some more.
Sure.
Okay, I'm done.
Anything else?
Is this it?
I'm all set.
I'm good.
I move that we close the meeting.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Closed.
Well,